Yo, 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 what's going on YouTube? Playing some Camazots this morning, this day, this amazing day, whatever it is for you guys. We're against a Bellona. This is not what I wanted. I wanted to get a Hades recording for you guys, but this guy last banned Hades, which is really unfortunate. But I am okay with it actually because, let me buy some stuff because I can't think and talk at the same time for whatever reason. I'm okay with this recording as well, because this is actually a known matchup, or at least like, I guess with the people that I talk to, this has been like a known thing where Bellona is a super strong character, right? A little bit less strong with like all the Bumbas abusers and whatnot. She's definitely fallen out a tiny bit because she doesn't just outright counter all the Bumbas mages. With that being said, she's still a great god, and it's just this specific meta that's kind of a little bit hard on her. You know, like she doesn't do that well against all the Bumbas, Barons, and whatnot, but she's still really good. So, generally speaking, Bellona is an amazing dual god, and for the longest time, I think people understand that Camazots is good now, but for the longest time, people didn't think Camo was that amazing in duel. What the? Okay, okay, we back up, we back up. I don't have Bluestone, I have Bumbas, so my early clear isn't the greatest. And also, I just didn't play that super well. But, anyways, for the longest time, people didn't think Camo was that good. Then everybody realized he was, like, OP in duel. Then he got nerfed a bunch. And what the... I don't really know what the purpose of that is. Like, he's just trying to force me out, I get it, but... It's not going to force me out enough to make it worth all that mana, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Because, like, right here, if I really wanted to be cringe, I could just let these creeps go under tower. And contest her buff, which she did not go to, but whatever. Whatever, man. I'm just going to do this big creep. I'm going to try to clear the best I can, but she's kind of pressuring me with her mannequins, which she's supposed to. Bellona's supposed to pressure a bit early, but also mannequins is supposed to pressure... Mannequins is supposed to pressure Bumbas as well, so... I'm definitely not supposed to be winning right now. Slurping up one more health potion. We're out sustaining her by a lot because we have a blue buff and healing. So we are definitely out sustaining. Name of the game here. Worst case scenario, I can ult out here. Even if she did just randomly pop a med or something, which she does not have, I could definitely just ult out and be perfectly fine. And it wouldn't even be a big deal using my ultimate either. No, oh my god, I was gonna wait for her to use an ability like she did, but that ability just so happens to also disarm me, right? So... My assumption is that we win this. Oh, no. No, dude, I'm dropping the freest kill of my career, dude. I think we have to back. I think she's gonna get enough mana for stuff before I do. Okay, okay. First game. A little bit of jitters, but okay. This might be a copium moment. You know, I might be coping a little bit here, but I'm okay with dropping that kill because that means we don't snowball and we get to late game. Because I'm definitely not supposed to be winning right now. She's supposed to have the pressure. I'm supposed to win around like 3 items or worst case scenario Bumbas. So like maybe I'm just coping, but like I'm okay with not stomping her early because I really want this recording because I want to show you guys. Oh, I don't even know if I finished my point earlier. YouTube moment, ADD moment. Bellona's a really good god, and Camazots people didn't think was a really good god, and then he became OP, then he got nerfed again, and nobody plays him again. Like, I made a tier list to show people on stream, and I put Camazots really high up there. And a lot of people are like, really? Is Camazots still good after the nerfs? Like, I've had a bunch of people ask me that. And yes, the answer is yes. Camazots is definitely worse, but he's still a really high tier character, especially with Bumbas. He doesn't rely on Bumbas per se. He can do just fine with Tainted Steel or Bluestone or what have you, even mannequins for that matter. But so he doesn't rely on Bumbas. He's not like cheesy in that regard. But Bumbas just makes him that much better, you know, as just like it does pretty much every other character in the game, give or take. But Bumbas just makes him absolutely insane. So, and on top of that, this matchup in particular, this specific matchup is like, I don't want to say counter matchup because that kind of term gets overused. this is certainly not a counter matchup, but this matchup is definitely in favor of Camazots by a lot if played correctly. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it is a counter matchup. I don't know. Ooh, I'm surprised I got that jump off in time because I was in the one animation. Like I pressed the button but didn't actually expect the button to do anything. It was one of those kind of things. It was one of those. But yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of other people wouldn't say this is a counter matchup, but me, I honestly think this is about as... What the... I honestly think this is pretty much a counter matchup. Like, if played correctly, Bellona should not beat Camazots if built correctly and played correctly. Basically, you just keep your distance. Alright, we secure that because we have a jungle starter. We have way more mana than she does, but she has way more auto attack damage, so unless we get some abilities up here. Oh, I actually jumped over because I assumed she started backing. But I should have known. I should have known. I could ult here, but I would just force her shell. I would put myself in a little bit of a dangerous position by not having my ult up when her ult's going to come up in like 30 seconds or so. And all I would do is get her shell. And getting her shell does not inherently mean I kill her. So in my opinion, I don't think it's worth it. I think the best thing to do in this situation is just to play it out. Play it out till late game. So one thing you'll notice about this build I'm going is we are most certainly going to overcap on CDR if this game goes late. I mean, I'm going to go breastplate into Hydra's. Hydra's is a little bit less good into a god like Bellona, like because she has block stacks and a disarm, so it's a little bit same as Bumbas. It's hard to get autos off on Bellona, but something being harder doesn't make it not, you know, doesn't make it bad. Well, okay, I mean, a little bit of a sus moment there. Something being hard doesn't make it bad, guys. Just remember that. Oh god. Dude, she's a fryer, man. She won't get off of me. Wait. Dude, okay. I don't think her auto would have killed that if not for mannequin proc. Like, I'm pretty sure she only got that. Her auto attack only secured it because the mannequin burned it a little bit right before. That's why I was waiting. I wanted her to auto, and then I would auto because she would get it to 1 HP. But I didn't think about the mannequin's burn, so. Which I knew she had, so that's just entirely on me. That's just an on me moment. I'm glad I got this matchup though, because this is like a perfect scenario where it's like, it's my first game of the day, right? Or my first duel game. I played one Joust warm-up. In my first duel game of the day, so I'm bound to play the early a little poorly, but it's okay because like all I have to do is survive. We get to late game for free, and we just simply win. We simply just win. Hopefully I can show you guys that. And show you guys how bad this match... I don't even mean, by the way, like, this matchup is not just a Bumbas kind of situation. Like, I think I want beads for her disarm / ultimate late game, because I just need to focus on getting Bumbas procs off. Also, beads has CDR later. But this isn't like a I win because I have Bumbas late game. The Bumbas is the cherry on top. Like, the Bumbas is what secures the win, even if you're terrible, kind of thing. But if you're... even if you're terrible, you win, right? But back in my day, when people were just building Bluestone and whatnot, and didn't have Bumbas Hammer, this matchup was still in Camazots' favor. Huh. I want to hit her with that, group up the creeps. I'm just going to ult this for pressure. There's really not too much of a reason not to, because she just used her ult. As you guys can see, like, you guys can see the potential, at least hopefully, you guys can see the potential of, I have Bumbas, like, and she has mannequins. She's supposed to be winning early, right? Like, she's supposed to be smacking me around, and you guys can still see, I have some potential here. Like, basically, you play it like a Hades, You kind of just have to be a wuss the whole time. Ooh, what the? Oh, I got a text message from my mom about Pokemon Go. My mom just texted me saying, she said, this guy is out right now. And she's, you know what, let me check. Why not? For content. What's out right now, Mom? What is it? Oh, what the heck? It's like, I don't even know what this is. It's a Weezing. Like, it's the Pokemon Weezing, which I know who that guy is, but he has some kind of, like, special hat on or something, or he's a special type or something. I don't know. Some kind of event. But anyways, now that we got that out of the way, you basically just play like a wuss the whole time and kiter. It's like, you know, you might as well consider Camazots a Vulcan at this point. In this matchup, at least. You just hit him with stuff and run away. You hit him with stuff and run away. It's really, it doesn't feel good as the Bellona. It definitely isn't going to get you any alpha Chad points in Twitch chat if you decide to stream it. But it gets the job done, man. It gets the job done. It's a little scummy. It's a little what's another word? It's a little disappointing from the Bellona's POV. It definitely will make people mad at you, that's for certain, but it is the best strategy to win. And honestly, if you're using the best strategy to win all the time in Duel, you're gonna make some enemies, bro. Because the best strategies just make people super mad. Look at this damage, man. Alright, there's the show. Pretty simple kill. Pretty simple kill. We can either put, well, no, okay, we didn't have very many minions. I was gonna say we can either push the tower or go for Bull Demon, which I think I'll do a tiny bit of both. I'm gonna push the tower by, like, the minions are gonna push the tower by me doing that, and then I'm gonna go for Bull Demon. Maybe I could have got the tower without doing this. I think it would have been close. But either way, it's not that big of a deal, right? I'm not missing that much. I wait 4 minutes for the Bull Demon to come up. Big deal, you know? Big deal. Not that big of a deal. I didn't even mean to do that. I just realized I said big deal and then not that big of a deal. It was definitely not on purpose. Alright, we got that. She's not... what do I build here, actually? Maybe I just start up a Heartseeker. Why not? Because normally I would go anti-heal around this situation. Like, I'd get a Brawlers or something. But she doesn't really have any healing, just on the Scourge, and you really shouldn't be using the Scourge a lot on Bellona in boxing trades, which, you know, we're not boxing, but she's still going to assume that we're going to box eventually, right? At least she should. Oh, we juked her thingy. But yeah, we're going to go Heartseeker here. Oh, I don't think I finished my point earlier about, like, we're going to overcap CDR, because we have 40% right now, and if we get Bumbas, it'll be 60%. And the first things I want to note about that is that's fine. Like, overcapping is not a big deal. A lot of people think it is, but it's not. I'm playing this like such a scumbag, dude. Dude, like, look at that. Am I supposed to just box her in that? Yeah, like, obviously I don't win auto attack trades. So I'm not trying to trade with her, I'm just bobbing in and out using my abilities. Wait. Okay, I may have missed like 14 auto attacks. Nice, let's go, baby, let's go. Let's go! Yeah, this guy's not surrendering either. Like, I don't want to jinx myself, you know, knock on wood. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but I knocked on wood. I don't want to jinx myself, but he's not surrendering. Which is good. Maybe I won't even buy Bumbas. Like, part of me wants to buy Bumbas to show you guys how good it is on Camazots, but I think most of you guys probably get the idea. It's like, I want to show you guys that Camazots win, how hard Camazots wins this matchup. That so hard that I would classify it as a counter matchup in the right situation. It's not such a counter matchup comparatively to, like, what am I trying to think? Like Anubis versus Vamana. Like, realistically, Anubis should never beat Vamana. So that's, like, a counter matchup, in my opinion. And I wouldn't say this matchup is nearly as hard as that. Like, because Camazots isn't dominant in it in the early game. But he is dominant in it in the mid and late game if you play it correctly. if you play it like a little chicken nugget and use your abilities, run away, use your abilities, run away, use your abilities, run away, then kill her. If you play like that, the Bellona should not stand a chance. The only chance she has is trying to PvE you. And I'm flicking everywhere right now. I can definitely get this kill. Nice. Let's go, baby. He went shell thorns too. Like this is such a standard Bellona, dude. Like I know there'd be so many people who watch a video like this and they're like, you only won because that Bellona's playing bad. Bro, this is how literally 99.99% of Bellonas play and build. Actually, okay, I shouldn't say that. I say they go. I think they go XE a good amount of the time. Like I see this a decent amount. I wouldn't build XE, but I see other people do it. However, this Brawlers is new. This is new. I don't see double anti-heal that much. But maybe it's warranted though. I mean, I have Camazots healing on top of I'm gonna have Bumba's healing later, so maybe this is warranted actually. Both of these items did get buffed. I mean, they're both solid items now. Okay, so now we're overcapping on CDR. I know. You know, cringe, we're overcapping. If you guys decided to do this build, right, I suggest that you do this build, meaning you don't go a different defense item, you go breastplate, because breastplate is a big part of why I'm winning right now, or why I was winning. Yeah, we have Bumbas now, sir. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not healing any, which I'm not used to. I'm used to being unkillable because I'm healing, which is not happening. However, we are still doing an insane amount of damage and with an insane amount of cooldowns, so. So I had to mute there for just a second because there was like a freaking helicopter going by my house. I don't even know what that was, to be honest. I'm going to give him one more fight, boys. One more fight so I can demonstrate this a bit more. I can also back for serrated here. But, so anyways, I recommend you go this build, and it's very important that you go this build, at least these first three, not including Bumbas, these first three, because, let me buy this, and this. Because that is what makes you win the mid game. Like, you don't win the mid game by going Bumba's early game and then deciding to not go breastplate because it's going to overcap you on CDR later, so you go a worse defense item and then your mid game's weird and then you get snowballed on. And no, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, guys. Just overcap the CDR, and then if it really makes you cringe and you get to late game, sell it. Just sell your breastplate for a different defense item. You don't have to keep it later, right? So I definitely recommend you overcap, and at least in this meta at this time, how the game is played right now, if you're going Bumbas. And if you're going Bluestone, I recommend you just do this exact same build. If you're going Bluestone. I don't know if I just said Bumbas or not. Yeah, he's done. There's just no chance, man. This guy did kind of run it down a bit. That's definitely a fact, but I'm telling you guys, I have played this matchup as Bellona. I played it as Camazots many times. It is hard. It really is. It reminds me of trying to play like a character like Erlong or something, especially Erlong right now, how he doesn't have the knockup. Imagine trying to play Erlong Shin into Hades. And especially if that Hades has Bumba's hammer, right? It's just like that, where it's like one person wins the fights by just basically running away and using abilities on you over and over. So it's definitely a scummy play style. It's annoying to go against. You're not going to make any friends doing this, but who plays Duel to make friends, you know? This is the best strategy. I genuinely think that this is a counter matchup if played correctly. You know, at a super low level, if Camazots just walks at the Bellona early game, Bellona's going to beat you up. Bellona's going to invade your buffs, not allow you to get your passive going. She's going to just get the Bull Demon. There's nothing you can do to stop her. You have to play smart early, and you have to build somewhat similar to this. You know, put your own input into the build, of course, but this is the build I prefer. It has 40% cooldown. I mean, 60% cooldown, 40% pen, great item effects. Just an amazing build all around. I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.